What's up, everybody? My name is FiveNights Duelist X, and today I have the best deck profile for you. It just came out. It's an old archetype. It is known as Monarchs. So without any further ado, let's get our chaos on and kick some ass. What's up, everybody? My name is FiveNights Duelist X, and today we are kicking it old school. And by old school, I'm talking about Monarchs. So without any further ado, here we go. First off, we start off with the little guys. First card is Idea, the Heavenly Squire. Whenever she is normal or special summoned, you can special summon one monster with 800 attack and 1000 defense from your deck. And then when she is sent to the graveyard, you can target one of your banished Monarch spell or traps and add it back to hand. And, of course, I run 3. The next card I use is 3 of the Eidos. Eidos's effect is whenever he is normal or special summoned, you get an additional summon. And on top of that, you can banish him to special summon a monster with 800 attack and 1000 defense from your grave to the field. So it basically goes like this. Idea, special summon Eidos, and then banish Eidos to get back Idea. These two basically go together. It works very well. Now, on to the next. I run 2 Landrobe. What Landrobe's effect is, he's basically a hand trap. You can target one monster your opponent controls, and then flip it face down and special summon him to the field. Whenever he is tributed and sent to the graveyard, you can add one monster with 800 attack and 1000 defense from your graveyard back to your hand. And then the final little guy is Garum, the Storm Vessel. His effect is opposite of Landrobe. Instead of targeting a monster with 800 attack and 1000 defense from your graveyard, you target it from the deck and add it to hand. His first ability is where he really gets good. Is you can target one tribute summon monster on the field, return it to hand to special summon him to the field, and then you tribute him to get off his ability. So it's just one of those cards that can really help, especially when your tribute summon monster is Fiendish Chained. Now on to the big guys. We have 2 copies of Aether, the Heavenly Monarch. Her effect is whenever she is normal summoned, you send 2 Monarch spell or trap cards to the graveyard, and then special summon 1 Monarch from your deck. During the end phase, the Monarch returns to your hand, but it's kind of a searchable effect. And during either player's turn, you can tribute summon for her to basically take control of the field and mess up your opponent's plays. So it's a really good card. Then I run 3 Erebus. What Erebus does is whenever he is tribute summoned, you can target 1 card on the field, return it to deck, after you send 2 Monarch spell trap cards from your deck to the grave. And on top of that, if he's in your graveyard, you can target 1 monster with 2800 or 2400 attack or more and 1000 defense and add it back from grave to hand, including himself. Then we have the 3 Caius, the Shadow Monarch. Old school, fun. Whenever he is tribute summoned, you target a card on the field and banish it. And then, of course, the last monster is 1 Ryza, the Storm Monarch. Whenever he is tribute summoned, you target 1 card on the field and return it to the top of the deck. Now on to spells. We use 3 Pantheism of the Monarchs. What Pantheism does is you discard a Monarch spell or trap card, draw 2 cards. And then, on top of that, you can banish this card and then select 3 Monarch spell or trap cards. Show it to your opponent. Your opponent selects 1. It goes to your hand, and the other 2 return back to deck. It's basically your draw engine. Then we run 3 Domain of the True Monarch. What this card does is as long as you have a tribute summon monster on the field, your opponent cannot special summon from their extra deck. Whenever a Monarch monster attacks, it gains 800 additional attack. So it's pretty useful in those tight situations. And also, you can target 1 monster with 2800 attack and 1000 defense in your hand and reduce this level by 2. So that is also a very useful effect. On to the next 3. I run 3 of the Tendency of the Monarch. What it does is you reveal a monster with 2400 or 2800 attack and 1000 defense to target 1 Monarch spell or trap card in your deck and add it to hand. Then we run 3 the Monarch Storm 4th. Basically what it does is it allows you to tribute your opponent's monster to get out your Monarchs. Then I use 2 March of the Monarchs. As long as this card is on the field, I cannot special summon monsters for my extra deck. But it protects all my tribute summon monsters from destruction by card effects or being targeted by card effects. And then the last spell card I use is Return of the Monarchs. What this badass card does is whenever I tribute summon for a monster, I can add 1 Monarch with either 2400 attack or 2800 attack and 1000 defense from deck and add it to hand that has a different name than the one that I just tributed for. On to traps. I use 3 copies of the Prime Monarch. This nice little card does is you can activate it as a trap card. If you do, once per turn you can shuffle 2 of your spell and traps that are Monarch related, shuffle them back into the deck and draw 1. Or if the Prime Monarch trap card is in your graveyard. Big surprise there. It has an awesome effect though. You can banish 1 Monarch spell or trap card from grave and then special summon it. So really useful. Then I have the 2 Monarch Awaken. You can target 1 tribute summon monster. For the rest of the duel, it is unaffected by all other card effects except for this trap card right here. And then the last 2, the Monarchs Erupt. As long as this card is on the field, any monster that is not tribute summoned has its effects negated. If you do not have a tribute summoned monster on the field, then this card is destroyed. So, I hope you all enjoyed this. I know I especially did, building it, making it. My name is FiveNights Duelist X, and I will see you guys back in the darkness.